Alan, so we're here today to talk about Majestic Wine, one of the UK's largest specialist wine retailers. They've made an announcement today that they're buying a company called Naked Wines. Can you tell me about Naked Wines?
Yeah, well, first of all, Majestic has had a good run in the past 3 decades or so. It's been around since 1980. The company is very much a bricks and mortar format, specialist wine sale, discounted. You have to have a minimum spend there. It's now currently 6 bottles. But they didn't really have enough of an online presence. It was 1/10 of their sales. Naked Wines is all online, 1. Okay. 2, it has an international presence that really Majestic lacked. Majestic is very UK focused. Naked had about 40% of its business or so coming from the US and Australia. Okay. In terms of revenues. So that was interesting. And on top of that, Naked has this unusual model. It encourages people to subscribe a certain amount per month, and that money is meant to go to up-and-coming wine makers. Okay. So it's
like a crowdfunding.
Kind of a crowdfunding thing, and that gets people, it's got people excited, and it's worked.
And so why has Majestic done this? Why have they bought them?
I think that, as I said, the online presence that Naked has, they're purely online, and so that will more than double Majestic's proportion of online sales from about 1/10 to about a quarter, over a quarter. So that's one reason. And 2, the international presence. That really Majestic didn't have enough of it. They liked the model, the way they handle their customers, Naked, appealed to them. Majestic was struggling there. There were reasons to do it.
So it's a growth play into the market, yeah, and into a different format. And so the deal was, it was £70 million?
Yeah, £70 million, £50 million up front to buy out the majority owner of Naked Wine, which is a German company called Vine. And so they go away. Naked's chief executive, Rowan Gormley, who and his other executives, I guess, will will be paid only in stock. There's more money to come if they hit certain targets over the next 2 or 3 years. Okay. And so that could take it to as much as $70 million.
And there was a move, wasn't there, with Stephen Lewis, the CEO, out of Majestic?
So he's left, or has been forced out, I think. And I think partly because it was stuttering Majestic a little bit, some sense that it might have been going a little bit X-growth, running out of room. It needed some new life breathed into it. What's interesting is the chief executive of Naked will now take over as chief executive of the new combined business. So in a way, it's very expensive headhunting. They needed a new chief executive. They only had an interim one at the time, Majestic.
So it's a little bit like the Silicon Valley tech land of coming back to London.
Yeah.
Excellent. Thanks very much.
Sure.